Section 5. Structure your videos like a documentary, not a vlog. The most watched videos on YouTube don't feel like tutorials. They feel like stories. There's a reason you can watch a 20-minute Vox explainer and it feels shorter than a 5-minute how-to video. It's not production budget, it's structure. The way information unfolds shapes how the brain processes time. Think of your video in 4 acts. Act 1, the problem. Make the viewer feel the pain, the confusion, or the curiosity that your video resolves. Act 2, the failed conventional wisdom. Show why the obvious answer doesn't work. This creates credibility and skepticism simultaneously. Act 3, the reveal. Introduce your framework, insight, or method. Make it feel discovered, not delivered. Act 4, the new world. Show what changes when the viewer applies what they just learned. Make it tangible. Inside each act, plant a microhook, a question, a partial answer, a surprising fact that won't be explained until later. This is how channels like Johnny Harris or Kurzgesagt hold attention for 15 minutes straight. Every resolution opens a new door. The insight here is this: people don't watch YouTube for information. They watch for understanding. Information they can Google. Understanding, the feeling that something clicked. That's what makes them subscribe. Now, structure alone won't grow your channel, because in the early stages, consistency and feedback loops matter more than perfection. Let's talk about what a real launch strategy looks like. Section 6, your first 90 days, the real growth strategy. Most advice about growing on YouTube tells you to be consistent, post every week, show up, trust the process. That advice is not wrong, but it's dangerously incomplete. Because here's what happens to most new creators who follow that advice. They post every week for 3 months, grow from 0 to 80 subscribers, burn out completely, and quit. Not because they lacked discipline, because they had no feedback system. They were flying blind. Here's what actually works in the first 90 days. Days 1 to 30, research phase. Before you post anything, watch your 20 closest competitors. Map every video that performed 3 times above their average. Write down the title formulas, the thumbnail patterns, the opening hooks. You're not copying, you're learning the language of your niche. Days 31 to 60, test phase. Post 8 videos. These are experiments, not masterpieces. Vary your formats, your hooks, your topics. Track click-through rate and average view duration. These 2 numbers tell you everything. Days 61 to 90, double down phase. Take the 2 to 3 videos that perform best. Make more of those, but go deeper, go bigger, go more specific. This is how you find your voice and your audience at the same time. Now, you're creating great content, you're growing. At some point, YouTube will start paying you. But the moment most creators start thinking about monetization is actually the moment they make their biggest strategic mistake. We'll get to that. But first, there's one more thing that separates channels that plateau from channels that compound. Section 7, the compounding content asset. The best YouTube channels aren't built on viral videos. They're built on evergreen content. Videos that keep getting found, watched, and shared months or years after they're published. Most creators chase trends. They post about what's happening right now, get a spike of views, and then watch it die. The algorithm moves on. They're stuck on the treadmill. Evergreen content targets what people search for all the time, not what's trending this week. How to negotiate your salary. How to learn guitar as a beginner. How to save money on a tight budget. These videos compound like interest. Every month, they bring in new viewers, new subscribers, new revenue. Think of every evergreen video as a sales rep that works 24/7 for free. One video published today can bring you 10,000 views 2 years from now. That's not luck, that's strategy. Which brings us to money. Because here's the thing. Most people think YouTube income means AdSense. That's the smallest slice of the pie. Section 8. How to actually make money on YouTube. AdSense will not make you rich. There, I said it. New creators obsess over monetization thresholds. 1,000 subscribers, 4,000 watch hours, as if crossing that finish line means the money starts flowing. Then they reach it, and they make $3.40 in their first month. It's demoralizing, and it's completely predictable if you understand how YouTube revenue actually works. The creators who build real income on YouTube treat it as a platform, not a paycheck. Here's the stack. AdSense, passive, modest. Think of it as a bonus, not a salary. Affiliate marketing. Recommend tools and products relevant to your audience. 30 to 50% margins with zero product creation. Digital products, courses, templates, guides. One product, unlimited sales. Sponsorships. Once you have a real audience, brands will pay to reach them. Community/memberships. Recurring revenue from your most engaged fans. The fastest path to YouTube income isn't more subscribers. It's a smaller, highly targeted audience with a clear problem that you can solve with a product or service. 1,000 subscribers who trust you are worth more than 100,000 passive viewers. Conclusion. So here's the full picture. Pick a niche with positioning, not just passion. Master the click. Hook them in the first 30 seconds. Structure your content like a story. Build evergreen assets. And monetize with a stack, not a single stream. YouTube in 2025 is not too crowded. It's too unfocused. The creators who win are the ones who treat it like a business from day one, with strategy, with patience, and with a genuine desire to serve a specific audience. If this video gave you clarity, share it with someone who's been putting off starting their channel. And if you want to go deeper on any of these steps, I cover the advanced version in the next video. See you there.